Welcome to Agora by Give Something Back to Berlin. In this podcast series, we'll be finding out how migration has changed our urban landscape and exchange ideas with those who are making a difference. Join us while we tackle issues ranging from human rights and diversity to migrant identity and belonging.
Hello and welcome back to Agora. I'm Marie, your host for today's episode, and with me is Louis, who volunteers at Rückenwind, where helpers and refugees repair bikes together in Neukölln. It's nice of you to join us today.
Yeah, it's lovely to be here.
So how was the idea for Rückenwind born, and what are your goals there?
So the idea for Rückenwind was born in 2015 in the founding members, so to speak, kitchen. It was when there was like a large influx of people, of displaced persons coming to Germany, and the founding members were thinking, okay, what can we do to try and change the situation and try and help? And they developed Rückenwind. They developed this kind of organisation with goals to increase mobility of people who are new to Berlin, coming to the city, and kind of also help be sustainable within the city by riding bikes, and also to try and help integrate new arrivals to Berlin. Yeah.
So how does a bike help integration?
So I think getting around and being mobile is like one of the most important things in a city. And though Berlin has quite good and cheap public transport, having a bike is basically free transport, and you can go wherever you want, whenever you want. So I think for me, whenever I go to a new city, I just spend like the first few days cycling around aimlessly, trying to get to know the streets and how to get from A to B. So yeah, that's how I think it helps.
So how did you first learn about the project, and what made you want to join?
So when I left London, which is where I'm from, I gave my old bike to a similar organisation, and I just Googled kind of bikes, refugee help in Berlin or something like that, and found Rückenwind, and then came here, I think maybe like a week or two after I arrived in Berlin.
Okay, so there's like similar organizations in Britain as well?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us more about the project? So how does it work? Do you need any experience as a mechanic, or do you need to bring your own bike?
Yeah, so you don't need to bring your own bike. Basically, we get donated bikes by people from all over Berlin, and then us as mechanics and sort of all the people who work within Rückenwind, we work together to fix them. We have a lot of experienced mechanics and people with less experience. When I joined, I thought I knew everything about bikes, and then I realised I knew nothing. Yeah, but yeah, we basically, part of the work is training people how to repair bikes, and a lot of it is also organisation and kind of putting things together, managing events, communications and stuff.
So I'm a refugee. I'm coming to Berlin and I need a bike. How do I get in touch, and how's the process? How does it work?
So at the moment, we've had to stop accepting requests for bikes because we've had too many that we couldn't fulfil them all. We've got a massive list that we're working really hard on cutting down, but we're going to reopen the requests soon. And you basically just go onto our website, Rückenwind. I'm not quite sure what the website is. I'll put it in the comments or something. But you go to our website, and then there you put in a few details about yourself, like your height and what kind of bike you need, how many bikes you need, if you need a bike for your family. And then in due course we'll send you an invite, and you can then, when you get the invite, log on to the website again, choose a slot, and then you come to the workshop, which is next to Hermannplatz, and we'll show you the bikes that we've got, and then you can choose one basically.
So you have so many requests that you can't handle them all. I suppose what would help you handle more requests would be maybe more people that want to help? Yeah,
so at the moment we're not only looking for mechanics, we're looking for volunteers, like I said before, in sort of communications and other things. Like we had a few volunteers help us build the garden recently. But yeah, we are trying to expand our kind of opening times and trying to get more and more people integrated into the project. So yeah, I think if people sign up on our website, they can send an email to us on the website, and then we'll kind of let them know what kind of volunteers we've got and what kind of volunteers we're looking for, because we had a period where we were we had too many mechanics basically, and the workshop was full every day with people repairing bikes, and we couldn't even get any more new volunteers to come into the space, which is a quite nice problem to have.
So to reiterate, you need all types of volunteers, not only
Exactly.
for the actual bike repair, but also for different tasks that you have at hand.
Exactly.
And if I want to volunteer, I sign up on the website.
Yeah.
And you get out information.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Exactly.
great. And how do people find you, except for on the website at Hermannplatz? Is there any other way of approaching you, or these are the main?
Yeah, we've also got an Instagram, Rückenwind.Berlin, I think. And yeah, that's a place that we're trying to get more and more information on Instagram as well. So yeah.
So we have a question that we ask all our guests on this podcast, which is, what does giving back mean to you?
So I was thinking about this earlier, and I think Berlin's often seen as this kind of hedonistic haven, and everyone comes here to, I don't know, party and have fun and live their best life kind of thing. And I think giving back means to me not just taking from the city what I want for myself. It's kind of also thinking about the effect that I might have had by moving here on the city as a whole, and trying to make that a positive effect instead of just being part of the gentrification. Maybe I think it's quite nice to try and think about how I can help other people around me in this city, and that's basically what giving back means to me.
Well, that is a really lovely thought, so thank you for sharing this with us today.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching, and if you want more information, please check the links in the comment section.